So guys, finally I get to sit with
The one and only Jay's Custom
the
Cars.
man, the man.
With the plan, how y'all doing today?
So, Jay, this month is Veterans Month on Rise and Vibe. So, I consider you a veteran, but for the people that like been under a rock, tell them how long you've been doing this car stuff.
Man, I say we over 25 years. That doesn't show the age, but you know what I'm saying? It's over 25 years. Sometimes we don't want to count it, but sometimes us veterans being out here, time does move pretty quick. I've been in this game long enough in reference to saying, I gotta say, King Kong Dunk, that Recession Chevelle. I got numerous of vehicles that we can name, but Miss KP would actually let you know when she actually put some of the stuff on it for you guys to see.
So listen, the recession. Listen, the first time I saw the recession, I was like, oh my God, who owns this car?
Oh, still to this day, it still applies pressure at car shows. A lot of people are just catching up in reference to the on and off tint. I did the on and off tint almost 16 years ago. Yeah.
16 years?
Almost 16 years ago.
So what gave you the idea to do the on and off tint?
Being different. I mean, like, in reference to people not being able to look inside of a car. And in that era, we was running into a situation, people being able to see into your car and breaking inside the cars.
Right.
So this right here was like a little defense that, you know, if I could have gotten more into reproduction with it, but it was in a European type situation. So
right.
I was like the first one in the United States to really like have it. And we switched it from doing from the bathroom doors to, and I just converted and put it inside cars.
Okay. So, what made you not just try to get it in mass production? Because that would have been groundbreaking. I mean, not saying that you haven't done some groundbreaking stuff, but that would have been super groundbreaking.
And this industry is in reference of, we don't quote unquote, we're saying the more urban or our type in this industry is kind of, we have a lot of shields.
Right.
And, you know, we're having Black History Month coming up, so that's a good thing to be talking about this.
Right.
And a lot of times that we've always been known in reference of creating stuff, but we've never really been given the credit for stuff.
Right.
So that book, Trans Am truck, which when I got my, you know, redoing it and then getting my residuals on the actual situation, it came out good, but it just, the recognition is not always there on everything. So
right.
Other than that, I enjoy my job. I like getting up in the morning and coming to my job, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
So let's go back. How did you originally get into cars? Was it some of the guys originally got into cars because they was doing the wrong thing with cars?
Everybody was in that industry. Hey, matter of fact, y'all make sure y'all tune in because we're gonna be making a documentary of door lock over ladder. When I say door lock over ladder, we ain't talking about the door lock. We talking about using a flathead to open the door. We got some veterans that you guys knew they were stealing the car and scared to call them. But the thing is, we're gonna put that together. That's gonna be a later conversation. But I got into these cars. Messing with cars. I'm a detail customizer, so everybody knows that. My mom owned Brittany Mae's House Cleaning, so which is Molly Maid now. My dad had it is Ron Davis. He raced the motorcycles and built on race cars. They had me.
So it was pretty much inherited.
So it's like a put together.
Right.
Cleaners, because you know every Saturday, y'all remember when y'all used to have to wipe the glasses on the tables before you go outside and play.
Right.
Get the dust and stuff like that. So, you know, my mom and dad, they molded me to this situation, but in reference to just taking it to another level, I just felt like it was just a whole nother level. So, big shout out, Mom, Dad. Appreciate y'all.
Your mom, I met your mom. She's super dope. And she's so laid back.
Yeah, she still come to work. Talk shit.
Is that where you get it from?
Pretty much. My mom talk cash shit. She talk shit that you have to catch on when she talking about. You be like, oh shit, did she just talk about them? Yeah, that fucked up. But that was funny, so you know.
So what made you have the idea for the King Kong dunk?
I want y'all to really understand this dunk game shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I give shots out to Florida. I give shots out to Texas, California, everybody. But I want y'all to really understand that this tucking big wheels came out of Atlanta. Y'all want me to give y'all the scenario how this came?
Go ahead.
All right. Atlanta has always liked their car, the wheels, to fit like it's supposed to. I remember when the Florida was in big situation, riding down 285, or riding down, what's the highway down there?
95.
Highway 95, but the car was higher than a damn 18-wheeler truck. That was the style. All right? They started noticing that, hey, why do we ride so high? Down south, I've already been doing it. So we mix more West Coast, low riders, big wheels. Put it together, you got Atlanta now.
Mm-hmm.
That was Atlanta swag. And I will say to anybody that was in this industry, me with this King Kong dunk, and I remember my big boy, there were some twins. They had the all gold with the 32.
Mm-hmm.
They even acknowledged and said, "Cousin, you changed the game."
Mm-hmm.
But I've never really been recognized and recognition of it, but people know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the wheels, big wheels, I was the first. Matter of fact, it's a broadcast with me and Sage, which is Dunk Master.
Mm-hmm.
He recognized and referenced saying, this was the first dunk tucking 28s with a big motor. So that lets me know I opened up a gate that has been taken to another level now. Shout out to Nava and all the Florida cats. I give y'all much respect because y'all mixed. I'm gonna tell you what y'all mixed: Atlanta and California. Now that's Florida now. They asked me that question, what that mean? Florida is more in reference of taking the cars off the frame, powder coating the frame, painting up on it. That was Cali stuff.
Definitely.
Which was the low riders.
Uh-huh.
So low riders, we recognize that, Florida has got their own swag now with it. So Atlanta is very strong in reference of Chevelles and Bel Airs.
Right. Bel Airs, yeah.
When I tell you, but y'all gotta realize, Atlanta cats, we think different. We go for what we gonna get. We know what we gonna get return out of it. We ain't just putting no money in no car. Now, the adult game now is more coming into the reference of people recognizing different cultures. But in reference of money wise, you only have one lane that's gonna buy it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of switching over, but it ain't got that yet. But the Bel Airs, you got Puerto Rican, you got Caucasians, you have conservative black, hustling black. You got all kind of categories now for the Bel Air. So that and the Chevelle. So we in that game now.
And honestly, I don't too much care for her.
No, we don't.
I don't care for Chevelle. I mean, not Chevelle's. I don't care for Bel Airs. I'm from Florida. So everybody asks why you didn't build a dunk. You couldn't pour a dunk on me. I grew up seeing dunks from the time I was a little girl. So, and I'm not saying the rest of the world is just catching on, but like, it's kind of old to me. You know what I mean? Like, everybody like, oh, you're from Florida and you don't. No. I don't want a dunk. I want a G-body.
You a G-body?
Yeah. So let me tell y'all a quick story. Everybody was like, what you gonna do about rims? So I talked to Jarvis, and he was like, okay, I got you. But then he started trying to pile on more ideas. I was like, listen, Jay, I can't afford for you to build my whole car.
She got credit. She got credit. Don't let her think she got it.
I got credit, but
Your beacon score is 800. For all you men, don't worry about all that because she ain't gonna share it. It's her beacon score, not yours. Right?
Anyway, back to the story. He started coming with all these ideas. I was like, listen, Jay, I can't afford. If I could have afforded for him to build my car from the ground up, that would have been what happened.
Hey.
But
hey, y'all ain't know KP looking like her car already today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the rose gold around her neck. The color with her car. You know what I'm saying? So she just let y'all get a sample of what's gonna go on now.
I am mentioning the car.
Yeah, you are.
That's true.
I can can see how your leg gonna step out the car.
That's true. That's true.
I like that.
Mhm. So let me ask: do you feel like, I won't say the founders, but like what I call you guys that are on the show this month, the veterans? Do you feel like the veterans don't get the credit that, not just yourself, because we kind of touched on that, but do you feel like a lot of the veterans don't get the credit they deserve?
Correct. A lot of veterans. I think you got Boostopper
Mhm.
coming. Now, I've known Boostopper since I was very young. I'm gonna tell you how he started out. He started out in a Toyota Corolla
Mhm.
with a, I think it was a rotary motor.
Then that Volvo.
Yeah, he been going down the track for a long time, y'all.
Mhm.
He ain't been just doing square push-ups his whole life. He's strong. So if you do win, don't talk shit. If you don't win, you know, don't talk shit. Leave him alone, you know. But he very humble type dude, and I like his whole lane and his demeanor of the future of what he's building right now. And I've seen, I like that. It's a few other people. It's a few other people in reference to it. One is going to be in reference of veteran, even with my buddy Red from Sound by the Pound.
Mhm.
You know, he has the swag. A lot of people try to duplicate something, but you can't duplicate something because if it ain't near you.
Right.
And everybody say in reference to what I do. I say, yeah, a lot of people can do upholstery, a lot of people can do paint. But the catch is, what can you come up with?
Right.
That's the catch in this game. And it just being having that creativity of doing this stuff and just making it happen. So
Right. So let me ask: do you feel like, okay, so we know you're a veteran of Atlanta with the cars. Who else do you?
hold on. Let me rephrase that. I'm a veteran in this world.
In the world,
about
okay,
this
okay,
bread.
in the world, Craig,
okay.
okay. But as far as Atlanta, let's talk about the people you feel like are veterans in the car world in the city.
In which lane?
Give me all of them. Give me all of them.
We got we got Red, we got Brown, Jones boys, the Jones boys.
Mm-hmm.
They have been in the game for a long time. I'm talking about a very long time. Everybody remember on Redan and Cumberland Highway when the old school, that was a motivation for a lot of us. And seeing the cars. My boy Devin he's still a veteran. He just ain't got back out there. My boy Cartier. Everybody I'm naming are pretty much cousin Tank from the West Side. These are all cats that's like been strong in these car game for so long and just ain't starting. They can really start back anytime they really want to. Shit. I mean, it's so many names. I mean, like, I'll be here all day naming all the names. Pooh is a veteran in the game. Y'all seen the 55. Y'all go check him out at the club at 75 South, on the south side. You'll enjoy yourself. I mean, like, it's just, man, Timmy and Ty. Now, everybody knows Timmy and Ty. Timmy and Ty, they used to do their thing. They were the biggest twins in the game. But in reference to old schools and stuff, in reference to coming out with that music, with the beat, that name Cartier? Nah, I ain't Ye. Yeah. Ye was strange. He was the first one with the all gold 22 with the fifth wheel on top and a Yukon back in the day. We didn't even know what 22 was. We thought we was in the future, bro. Like, what was that? And a fifth wheel on top on some Dayton's. I don't think y'all remember. Listen to me. I don't think people really know how much that was. Dayton's back in the day, everybody paying 20, something like that. That shit was almost, back then, it was some Dayton's and 22 never came out. I think that shit was almost $60-something thousand for some Dayton's. And he had a fifth wheel on top.
Wow. So,
in the Bel Air game with Tank, Chevelles, trucks. Yeah. So these I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I had a piece of paper, I would roll it down. But right now, you know what I'm saying? Look like that right now in my brain down.
Yeah. We'll give you a little break. We know you are getting a little, up in age.
I do multivitamin. Multivitamin to help some people. Yeah.
So, do you feel like the car culture is watered down?
feel like it's watered down, we have to go back to what we just said.
Right.
Time is going on.
Yeah.
We're getting older. The game of us being outside, we got people have grandkids now.
Right. Your grandkids outside.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about the point of watered down. I feel like it's more of people went into the age group of kicking in right now. Now the car culture and reference of people getting out is going to be Hellcats and stuff like that.
Chargers and Challengers.
We see them outside. But
Right.
But the old school, you know what I'm saying? You might work all week. Your weekend get here. They might want to go get on their yacht now.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of cats can afford yachts now. And you know what I'm saying? You might want to go mud. Might want to go do your side by side.
Right.
And you know, the cars for the street is so hard for us to get somewhere to actually park or either enjoy ourselves. And we're not nobody doing no stupid stuff. You know, it's kind of hard. And then, you know, dealing with people, the thieving, the stealing is not as aggressive as it used to be back in the day. So, you know.
Because a lot of them went to jail and they done got out and changed their lives.
Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm talking about, whew.
I met a guy the other day. He came in the restaurant, and he was a Caucasian fella, and he told me his name. He was like, "Listen, they couldn't keep a car on the south side, cause I was gonna get it." And I was like,
Shout out to Mike Irvin.
He was like, "I went to prison, and I came home and." I was
Yes.
like,
I'm talking about why. That's why I gotta come on with the documentary, Don't Lock Up Atlanta.
right.
And when I tell y'all never seen the face of the people. Y'all always heard about the people still, but you never put a face with it. And I definitely want to get to that point and actually have a faces with it in reference of like, good, how was it? Like, how did y'all plan this?
Now that the statute of limitation done ran out.
Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of people paying, giving people their flowers, before Murph passed away, I always used to talk to him. Now, let me just tell you something.
I was just about to say, I ain't gonna tell you, I was about to come back and tell you about
Murph, yeah.
in reference of representing the dump games with the blower, because he was the only one before me with a supercharger on the car.
Right.
And I was like around him, but he had like a 22, but I had one bigger wheel.
Mm-hmm.
But he was very motivating in the game of this dump. And he is I would say he's an all-star into the situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely has to go into the Hall of Fame. And I definitely think that we probably going to have to put together a plaque for this man in reference of knowing this, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he might look like Kimbo Slice, but he wasn't Kimbo Slice, you know what I'm saying? He did look like Kimbo Slice while he played, but yeah, that was my boy. He was cool.
He's definitely on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I would say.
I mean,
I would say.
if you saying you're lying, you hating, there's no way you ain't see this Coach Don't on matter of fact,
East Coast Riders.
East Coast Riders. If you ain't have a DVD, you wasn't really the car guy.
Listen, let me just tell you something. When I seen Murph on East Coast Riders, I never was the girl that said, "Oh, I want a man like that." I was like, "I want a dump like that."
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was just, and to me, and I say this quite frequently. When he came home, he affectionately called it college. When he came home from college, I just don't really feel like he got the reception that he deserved for where the culture is now, because you can't. You got guys like you guys pushed it forward. So for people not to pay homage, it's like not paying homage to your grandparents and your parents. I mean, we have to. Like you said, if they don't say it, they just hate it.
Have to say it. I'm talking about rain, sleep, or snow. You knew about a Coach Don't before a Coach Don't even came down the street.
Right.
Before you even seen it, you knew about this car. So it was like, yeah.
Right.
So I definitely. What was my boy that was doing the videos?
Candy on Chrome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lance.
Yeah.
Lance, I talked to Lance one day, and Lance, he was like, "KP, listen, I just lost. When the game started to change, I just lost the will, and I understand where he's going, like with it, because even think about me when I got out of my previous relationship and I came back to the car world into 2017.
Mm-hmm.
That was a time. You hear me? It was a time to be alive.
Yes, it was.
You know, it was time and I more gravitated towards the racing side. Like I like the racing side.
Mhm.
I love the cars, period. But the racing side, when Dunkmaster went down there and did that burnout in front of Low and them shop, and Two Fly and them came up to Carolina with them F Dunkmaster shirts on, that was a time to be alive.
Yes.
And it's nothing like that now.
Yes. I'm talking about, bro, we was some fools with this shit, but it was a fun time to be alive. You're not lying. It was a fun time to be, look, when we was in Atlanta, it was a fun time to pull up to Canada Road Flea Market just to hear that wham and be like, woo, shit. Or you gonna catch your man and say, hey, boy, what you got to say? I'm like, bro, I got 30 radios in my trunk. I was like, well, let me get that one, that Alpine BBE. It was just a time. I remember. Yes.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, I kind of wish we could go back to the good old days. Because now I feel like a lot of it is clout chasing. Like everybody knows that, not everybody, some people put together cars because they love cars. Some people are in the cars because they love cars. But then you got those ones, they know if they put this certain type of car together or they deal with these certain type of group of people, it's going to bring clout to them. And that's not what made me want to get involved in it. That's not what made me want to be around people like you and people like Murph. Coincidentally, when Murph started following me and we became friends, cool, you would have thought Barack Obama started following me on social media. I was like, and I'm not even a person like, I done been around celebrities and, you know, but I was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and it's like that with a lot of y'all with people, you know what I'm saying, with like, and you wouldn't even think like these cars brought us all together, but to just be able to meet people like you and people like Boost Doctor and people like Big Low, like people who I looked up to, and to be able to meet them and be able to consider them friends now.
I seen your whole movement, and a lot of people don't know. A lot of people want to be in this industry and want to be able to say I film or want to be around this here. It's not what you do; it's who you are, from your personality and your soul. A lot of people, you can pick up on people's vibes as soon as they get around, but some people have different demeanors. And yours, you just down to earth. You don't mean no harm. You ain't even one of the ones that want to hear nobody talking about each other beside you.
No.
You know how to walk away. And I peeped that. And I told myself, she's a cool, down to earth type chick. And I definitely want to say, I follow her.
You don't follow a lot of people?
I'm not a big follower. I'm not even a person that presses the heart that much.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
You don't double tap people's stuff to let them know, man.
I don't know what it is, but it's just like some people ask me like I never really got asked, but I've heard people say, some people say like, damn, you didn't even like my page. I'm like, like your page. You see me look at it. If I look at it, I like it. But that don't mean I'm gonna say, cause I be pressing this all day long. I think that spot on my phone won't work no
All
more.
you gotta do is double tap.
I mean, I don't know what I just never. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
So does that mean you're just not a social media person?
I'm not a big social media because I don't know that. I don't know the industry in reference of all the details of it.
Right.
But you tell me wire up a car, we can do that. You tell me paint a car, we can do that.
Right.
Interior and stuff like that, come up with stuff, I can do that. But you know, in the social media life, I'm not really into that situation because that's not what makes me.
Right.
You know, I was Jay before the social media hit.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people feel that when they get into the industry in reference to social media, they become social media gangsters or social media robbers. Social media is just socializing.
Right.
You know, if you was a lame in school, you're a lame now. Don't get it changed up.
You're just a lame with a couple dollars.
Sometimes they ain't got no dollars. Me and one of my buddies came by the other day. A lot of people will put on
Right.
until it gets to that point,
Right.
and you say to yourself, well, goddamn.
Right.
This nigga putting on like he had all the bread. Ain't got shit.
Nothing.
Motherfucker got a whole $100,000 car put together here. Scam every goddamn motor shop, whatever you can scam out to build a car. But he stay in an apartment with the car cover on the outside. You know?
I was just telling somebody the other day, I could not see finishing that car and not having that Camaro paid off and having my credit cards paid off and having most of my debt down. You get what I'm saying? So now that I have taken care of a lot of that, then I can start back building on the car. Because for me, it's not a clout chase type situation. I was talking to Woods by Way, and he said, I never posted about my car. I never ever would post that I was working on a car. I posted when I got it. And he was like, hey, P, well, you got to realize there's people that's been riding with you for a long time. They're invested. So it makes them happy to see you moving the car. Or, I said, but you know, you got these people that act like they fake happy and they hating on you. You know, they got what they say, they got their nuts crossed.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you.
Can't wait for you to wreck it.
Right. And I told somebody that the other day, I said, I cannot come out half stepping with this car. They can't wait to hate on me.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why.
And you're a woman too?
Right.
Oh, but it seems like I ain't never seen so many men crossing their fingers about a woman. I'd be like, God, wait.
Maybe I hit the lottery and I'll be able to just send it on over to you to finish up everything.
Ain't no problem. You know, I'm a detail. I'm a detail person. I make something up.
Yeah, but the details cost money.
Credit.
No.
Credit.
I don't want to do all that. I just want to send it and be like, can you just tell me when it's going to be ready? Like, tell me when it's going to be ready, how much it's going to cost. When you tell me, when I tell you, tell me when it's going to be ready and how much it costs, and I don't flinch or say, when you tell me how much it's going to cost.
I ain't going to look at you when I give you the price anyway. Like, your price is going to be this here. The cash card. Just keep looking down at the paper. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Because they might put that puppy face on them. But, yeah.
But speaking of, you know, I gotta say, you know, I'm a fan of giving people their flowers while they're here to smell them. I have, even before I knew you personally, I heard nothing but great things about you. And I think it's hard to sustain those things in this car world.
Yes.
I think it's hard to always hear nothing but good stuff about people.
Even, I've had an incident that just so has happened. You know, even if it comes to somebody's car, something getting stolen off a car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not that person to be like, well, fuck you. I mean, it went with me. You know, some people, everybody goes through their things. Nobody can tell what the future happens and what happens. Yeah. But you know, I tell people, if you know what I'm saying, if you did do anything that you're lying to me about, right, let the universe deal with you. Right. I'm not here to try to stab you, cut your neck, cut your ties up. I ain't got time for all that. Right. And everybody here is a soul, and what we got to realize, you know, people trying to kill each other and do all type of crazy stuff. Right. You know, it really ain't worth it at the end of the day. So, you know, just live your life, and you know, God sees everything you're doing, and being in this industry, I made it this far. Absolutely. With all these good reviews and keeping my name good on the streets, and that's about it. Yeah. So. Well, what do you think goes wrong with a lot of the other shops? Because like me, when I first came back, like I said in 2017, because the backstory, my ex didn't really want me around the cars because he was going to be around a lot of men. Mm-hmm. So after we broke up, I said I'll never let nobody stop me because who knows where I could have been with the car stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think stops so many shops from being great? Management of money. You know, a lot of people cannot, you got to realize you got to put these people money into their cars. Right. At a reasonable time. You never know what's going to happen. So always make sure you pay yourself last. Yeah. You know, you have other little knick-knack stuff that goes in, but the pot that they give you for the money of what's needed for their car, put it into their car, and everything will work out. A lot of people just don't do that. A lot of people try to spread the money from here, spread the money to this one right here, and took this man money, try to put this man money over here, and you know, I always learn what not to do in a lot of shops. You know, I've seen a lot of people that've been open and they fall down. Everybody asks me, what do I do? I say I never bite too much that I can't handle. Right. And everything's organized. You ain't never went to the doctor's office and the doctor's office say you can come in for surgery. Right. You gotta have an appointment. Right. And after you get this appointment, I need your insurance and I need your deposit. Right. So we can make it happen. So, and that's why a lot of these shops fail. You know, I'm not wishing no downfall on everybody. I hope everybody does be able to stay above water, but sometimes it get hard out here. The thing is, when it get hard, that's when you got to go into your money that you saved for your business, and they got to learn how to pay themselves. A lot of people don't pay themselves. They think the money that comes into the business is their money. No, it's not your money. It's the business money. So that's what happens.
Yeah, it's when I first came back, it used to be a lot of shops that I would have probably vouched for. Now when people be asking me, I'm like, it ain't too many. I'm gonna tell you who did what to my car. I can't tell you to go to them.
I'm gonna honestly tell you a way of a method to let people know how to go to shops. You know, if your shop is not like this, don't blame me. I'm just letting people know. First is going to be the insurance, okay? The presentation, uniforms,
Right.
you know, organization. And if they ain't got no sprinkler system, that should tell you a lot too. If the company, if a business can't afford to buy a sprinkler system in their building, how can they afford to be able to pay for your car if the building burned down? I've had numerous of people, businesses, to go through that. Building burned down, insurance don't cover it because they never had insurance on themselves. Huh?
They never had insurance on the business.
A lot of people don't have insurance on their building. A lot of people, that's another way. When you go to the shop, the work is cool. They ask them, do they have insurance on their building? And they're supposed to show you that. It's supposed to be posted in your office of insurance on your building. In your building, not outside the building. In your building. Anything inside. That sprinkler system costs $150,000. But it's going to save you if the building catches on fire. How much money you got of cars sitting?
Yeah.
So that narrows down everything when you dropping your car to the shop.
Yeah.
Just look up. If the sprinkler system ain't there, your car don't need to be there. So, you know.
I was talking to, well, I won't name it, but they're out of Kansas City, and they said, and they showed it to me. When they pull your car in, they take pictures. They put it on their website.
Mm-hmm.
Then each customer has where they can log in. At any given time, they can look at where their car is in the process, the updated pictures. I was like, dang, that's super professional.
They are paying for that.
But that's you got to think about this, and I know you know because you've been around it. These cars are like our children.
Yes.
My car ain't even done,
Mm-hmm.
and it is like my child.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So once it gets done, it is definitely probably gonna be like my child and my grandchild combined. Like
Yes. 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 I got a lot of kids.
yeah.
I got a lot of kids.
But that to me said, boy, I can log in and look and see where y'all at with my car. What?
Hey, man, I'm talking about. I want to go to their website. I want to see it.
Listen, you could do a 3D. They got a booth. They do a 3D of around the car. I'm like, hey, y'all are not Caucasian. But that's okay. I was thinking, because people ask me all the time, why won't I open a shop? No, I'm not opening no shop. What?
Well, I'm going to tell you not to.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you a good reason why. I'm going to tell you why. Women get firsthand of being a insurance facility. Now,
Right.
y'all remember insurance makes the world go round. I ain't got spoiled working on insurance and stuff.
Right.
The thing is, I do work on insurance cars. I still do the old school, but it is an industry and working on old school respirations for insurance companies. So
Right.
I deal with a lot of them too. So, but yeah, women get firsthand.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is just my thinking. If you bring your car to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, okay, well, we done put your motor in, we did all these things, and you got to bring it back to me because you say, well, KP is not, I don't know how to work on motors. I have to have somebody I completely 1000% trust. I need to be able to check your work. If you're working on the motors in my shop, I need to be able to check your work. I need to be able to go in, look and make sure, oh, we said we installed this LS, it should sound like this, we made sure we tuned it. I need to make sure I can do all those things.
Management, owner,
Mm-hmm.
manager,
Right?
master tech,
Mm-hmm.
master installer, which is a mechanic.
Right.
All right, cool. You have them lanes. Everybody has their own ID. Guess who you talk to?
The manager.
That's it.
Yeah, but still, I need to be able to check it. I gotta step out of this shop, and anytime I pull up, you don't be talking to the manager. You out there. I just don't make me say it. You was just out there in a car.
Listen, I was out there in the car working.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if I'm not having to handle, but he was talking to a customer,
Right.
which was the young man, the older dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the manager do. But I'm still working because I'm still hands on.
Right.
It ain't gonna be Jay's because my hands ain't on.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would have to be hands on.
You can the paperwork.
No, not the paperwork. Working on the car.
You can.
No.
But you just gotta pick your glitch.
I think I would be a heck of a. I have been and would be a great shop manager, but I don't
See,
want to own one.
and then remember this here. This is another business tip I'm giving a lot of people because I've been in the game with having a business for a long period of time. You got to learn relationships of knowing who to contract out to.
Right.
And my circle, what I have, I'm the one that spent all the money to find out who was who.
Right.
Throughout the little jungle, I have found shops that's not professional, can't do this here, can't wire, can't even put a butt connector in a wire and
Right.
crimp it correct with what I have been to all that.
Right.
You have to learn to mold. You know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
You can Google it.
I know what it's supposed to look like, but I don't know how to do the work. That's the thing. I'm saying I wouldn't want to have my own shop. Now, if I was the shop manager and was responsible for making sure this, and this is done, I got that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to own the shop.
Well,
Leave that to somebody else.
not yet.
Yeah, no.
We're going to talk about
No, find somebody else to do it.
it. KP Customers.
It sounds good now. That does sound amazing. What would be your biggest piece of advice for somebody looking to own a car customization shop?
I've never seen a singing group stick together. I'm gonna tell y'all that if you tell me one singing group, call me. One singing group that ever stuck together. So in so many ways, what I'm trying to tell you, I don't believe in going into business as your dream with somebody else that doesn't have the same dream as you. Because a lot of people are scared of failure.
Right.
A lot of people don't know what it feels like to hit it from the bottom and have to come back up.
Absolutely.
And being feared of failure, it's just like you falling off a bike and getting back up and get back on it. A lot of them don't want to fall off the bike.
Absolutely.
And in reference of you starting your business, I would recommend for you to make sure you don't have to start out big. You can start off small. You can be in your garage. You can be at home with you paying rent. I started out in my mama's garage, across the street at my aunt's, painting stuff across the street. And everybody that follows me and knew me since Jarvis, if you know me as Jarvis, that means you went to school with me. You were saying my younger street days or whatever. If you know me as Ronald, that means that you was in elementary school with me. You know the whole 401.
Right.
But in reference of anybody that does go into business during this situation, I would recommend for you to start out small, and one car at a time.
Right.
And once you get that one car at a time, it's just you build it. Now, and you come to my waiting area, I can't make trophies. So it has to be something seen in reference of my art for me to receive a trophy.
Right.
I have numerous of trophies. I've never really posted them, but it's been enough for me to actually know that I'm doing something right in this game. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, I gotta say, one thing I can say too about you is anytime I call you up and I be like, hey Jay, we need to do this. It might take a minute, but we're gonna get it done. And that's one thing I do appreciate it, because as a female in this car stuff, it can get a little iffy with some people. But I appreciate you always obliging me when I call you with anything. You're like, okay, all right, when we gonna do it? I think that was easy. I had it easy, but that was easy.
Yeah, that's one of those situations. Yeah.
But that's all I have for you. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Chicago, we ain't gonna miss y'all Midwest. Y'all are very strong in the Caprice game.
Right.
I do like y'all style with the box game. I have seen a couple of you cars in person, and them 28 by 13, 14s up on that car is amazing. And y'all work at mixing with, let me say that. I'm going to say y'all Chicago, Atlanta, Florida, and California mix now.
Right. I got TJ coming on from
Okay.
Avenue Convertibles, and TJ, listen, this is. Let me go off on what for me, I'm just a girl from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County, and to know people like you, and like God bless the dead Murph and TJ, who is in the Lowrider Hall of Fame, like I'm like, dang, that's dope. and I can actually call y'all friends and call y'all up. That's crazy.
You're dope for it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But, guys, that was, of course, the second guest on Veterans Month. Tomorrow we got Boost Doctor. I think Wednesday we got MJ, the stuntman. So y'all stay tuned. Some of them are going to be in person. Some of them are going to be online. But nonetheless, y'all don't want to miss any of the interviews this month. What else you got before we get out of here?
MJ, you are a veteran in this game. I remember. Hey, I just gotta say before we leave. I remember it like yesterday. I had a Smurf Granville and he had the Homer Simpson Granville. And that's when we met. And he pulled up beside me and I looked on the side of the car and that shit said, 26. I said, God damn, that's my boy. But yeah, we doing and we're going Theo. There's some other cats out here, but yeah, we're gonna make it happen. But y'all tune in, my girl. I enjoyed her. I love her to come by. Y'all see Jay's cousins in the background, you know what I'm saying? Miss Dana got that for me, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate her too, but we're gonna make sure we actually keep going, and she's gonna be back later when I got some other stuff for you guys to see.
All right.
I already know.
Good night, y'all.
All right.